Hello again, guys and ladies. I am the Idiot, and welcome back to Trespasser Legacy, a custom level by Nem. We're just kicking off where we left off. On the previous episode, I murdered that velociraptor over there and spotted a way down from this cliff. I'm gonna assume you know that, because who is just gonna like start watching part 2? Like, why would you do that? Unless you're watching a walkthrough for cheating purposes, because you're lost. In which case, this is probably not particularly helpful, let's be honest. But anyway, let's carry on. If you missed it, I do have the invulnerability cheat turned on right now, because this level is unstable if I try to reload it, and I can't load my save games, unfortunately. So we're cheating a little bit, but I think it's a good-natured cheat, if anything, because you know, I want to show off this level. I don't want to be held back by the fact that it won't load properly on my computer. So over there we got some more parasaurs just kind of hanging out, just chilling. Kind of in a bit of a canyon right now, it looks like. I think we're approaching the end of where I can remember this level, because I seem to recall going into a cave, and that looks like a cave over there, and I don't remember what happens after that. So hopefully this doesn't become like a 20-part series where I get horribly lost and the level ends up taking me 3 hours to finish. I wonder how quickly I managed to beat the retail game anyway. I feel like it didn't take that long, maybe 4 hours, 3 hours. The first time I played it, I remember it took me 2 days of about, I think, 6 or 7 hours playing the game. I played all the way through in one go because I was just so fascinated by this game when it came out. Or not when it came out. But when I first found it, I played it non-stop. I thought this was so fucking cool. That there was a Jurassic Park adventure game, and really, there's not been anything like this since. There's that new one coming out by I'm not sure who's making that. Oh, that was a pretty good melee kill there. Not sure who's making that new game. I'm a little hesitant. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god, this cave is just collapsing. Hopefully that boulder there lands on this guy. It looks like it's not going to. Come on. Come on. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna try to sneak past this raptor into this cave if I can. Uh-oh, I think the physics are going a little haywire here. Oh yeah, the physics are not ideal on this rock. Let's see if we can slip by it this way, maybe. There we go. So the physics stick out underneath the rock, but I don't know if you saw it, but I clipped into the rock there. Yep, okay, very consistent. Not NEM's fault by any chance, that's the developer's fault. Just due to the way these objects are designed. Oh my god, the cave is just... This place is a death trap. I'm very glad I have cheats enabled, or I would be doing a lot of backtracking right now. I must admit that's a little bit cheap to me. Being killed by random falling rocks, which I would have really no way of knowing about. Okay. This is really cool, though. I like this lighting effect that's going on here, actually. Very creative. Looks like he's just using sort of a rainbow patterned cylinder as the lighting effect. It looks really nice, anyway. Oh yeah, see, here we have another one. That's beautiful, actually. Does such a good job of conveying light entering the cave, which is something that's difficult to do in Trespasser, because Trespasser doesn't really have, I don't know what you would call that, like scene space lighting. Like as you can see, there's obviously lighting coming from the ambient light, which is this lighter color, and then it's darkened by the color of the shadows, which are coming from the rocky ceiling. That's why it's kind of inconsistent. Like, the whole cave should be dark, but it's not. But the shadows are being rendered as if the sun is casting them onto the terrain, which it really isn't, because we're indoors. But yeah, the game doesn't really support, like, different lighting throughout a level. You can kind of get around it by using, like, the fog to make things darker or whatnot. This level doesn't do that, but there are a couple of levels that will change the fog, in order to convey a different sense of lighting and atmosphere in the level, which is always really nice to see when you see it. Pretty sure that raptor is currently nibbling on my butt, by the way. Just having a little nibble on Anne's ass here, but hey, you know what? Joke's on him because Anne just does not have an ass. As we saw, Anne is just a floating torso with a cube for feet. All right, I think we're making our way out of the cave now. This area is pretty cool, actually. We'll leave our friend back there. Looks like he's just gonna zigzag. Can't really decide what to do. I'm not sure, but sometimes it seems like the dinosaurs have a little bit of navigation issues with objects being above them. I don't know if that's true or not, but it might have something to do with the way they sense the environment, which they do. They actually have senses, and I'm not really sure if it's ever been clarified how the senses are used. Senses is in, like, their height and their length and so on. I'm not really sure how those are utilized by the game engine, though. Another raptor over there. I still have no weapon, so I'm just going to kind of sidle past him. Just sneak past. This actually looks a lot like Industrial Jungle, level 3 of the retail game. Still really nice, though. I think it looks a little nicer than the retail game, actually. The use of objects is more consistent and coherent. Like, there aren't just, you know, trees sticking out of the hillside. Like, the creator thought about which objects would look nice on which textures and how they would make sense, as opposed to retail, where the developers appear to have kind of just slapped down a whole bunch of copy and paste objects and gotten maybe a little bit lazy with their levels design. I don't know if it was laziness or the necessity to kind of rush through things because of the way the game was rushed so heavily by the developers. All right, looks like we're coming to another cliff here. Alright, let's just climb down here, I think. Again, this level's, like, absolutely vast. Like, I feel like, I think we can come to the edge of this cliff here. It really looks like we're about to get an overview of a pretty fucking massive area here. The music's certainly conveying that. Oh yeah, look at this. We're heading down into this valley here. This is actually beautiful. I love this. Oh my god, that raptor's still behind me. Alright, let's just scoot down here and then we continue trying to have a nice atmospheric moment that won't be ruined by this prick over here. This is really nice. I like good scenic kind of view like this. You don't really get stuff like this in a lot of Trespasser levels. Atmospheric, you know, vast scenery like this. In real life, actually, this is one of the things that always really fills me with kind of a sense of, I don't know what you would call that, magic, wonder, mystery. I always get a really nice, feeling that the world is so vast when I see landscapes that are really large like this. This isn't, I mean, compared to the real world, this is like laughably tiny, but still, you know. It's the use of the objects and the placement of the scenery and the fog that really make it feel larger than it is. I know a lot of older games used to do stuff like that too, like Oblivion. I know Oblivion's world feels huge, but in reality, like it's actually not that big. Same with Morrowind. Morrowind had everything hidden in fog. Skyrim, if we're talking about the Elder Scrolls, Skyrim kind of hid the fact that its landscape is relatively small by using elevation and cliffs. It does a good job at making the game world feel really large, when in reality it's not, just because they managed to shape the geography in such a way that you always feel like there's a new adventure around every corner, when in reality there's only like 4 or 5 corners to turn in the world. If that makes sense. That's the way I look at it, at least. I know Skyrim is like a favorite of a ton of gamers. Same with Fallout, actually. Oh, maybe not, though, because Fallout, to me, especially Fallout 3 and New Vegas, they're just so flat and empty, and, you know, you can see across the entire map from, like, one corner because it's just not very big, and, I'd love to see a mod for Fallout 3 that, like, I mean, this is, like, impossible, but a mod for Fallout 3 which makes the entire game world, like, you know, 1-to-1 scale or something. That would be awesome. Even though I'm pretty sure that part of, Pennsylvania or wherever it's taking place is actually relatively small. Maryland, I think. Maryland, Pennsylvania, the District of Columbia, perhaps. Fallout 3 just feels kind of a little bit small to me, a little bit empty. And New Vegas, unfortunately, to me also feels the same way. But you know, those games are favorites of a lot of people. I know some people are going to get pissed off at me for trash talking Fallout, but I do like Fallout 1 and 2. Fallout 1 and 2 are they remind me of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, which are games I love too. Never played Baldur's Gate 3 actually. I I actually saw it on the Steam sale just recently, the autumn sale, and then I looked at the price tag and it was still like $69.99. I'm like, yeah, no thanks. I have enough other games I can be playing instead of spending a whole bunch of money on a D&D game when I'm not even that tremendous of a D&D fan. I have played D&D though, actually, in the past. I'm notorious as the guy who just plays the game to bother everyone else. Like, my character is invariably, like, I'm always like whatever it is, chaotic neutral, I think. Because I just get a lot of joy out of making everyone else's lives somewhat miserable. Not really miserable so much as just causing general chaos because I find it hilarious. Like, if there's any sense of like cohesion or consistency to the adventure, I'm going to ruin it as soon as I can. One of my favorite things is to do is let the dungeon master sit there and spend, you know, all this time setting up like this big dramatic scene, and he'll be like, you know, you guys approach the gates of the castle and you see that they're locked, and on top of the walls the guard looks down upon you, and he looks upon you and says, hear ye, this party shall not enter the keep without use of the 3 magic objects which you must gather from the 3 locations. And I just go, okay, fuck it, I'm going, let's not go to this town, let's go somewhere else. Fuck that. That's me right there. I don't want to go on an adventure. I want to have an adventure, but I want it to be as easy as possible. And I don't want to benefit anybody. I just want everyone to be a little bit confused by the end, but have nothing achieved. Because then at least you're leaving like a lasting impact on everyone, right? They'll be like, who the fuck was that guy, you know? All the NPCs in the world, like, nobody had anything solved, no problems were fixed, nothing was gained. But at least they're going to remember the strange experience they had when my character was in the world. That's probably why nobody ever wants to play tabletop roleplay games with me. I do like tabletop wargaming as well, but those tend to be a little bit more strict in the rules, so it's less possible to sabotage people's plans. I mean, you're trying to sabotage the other players' plans, yes, but oh, come on, 2 of them at once, really? This would actually, I feel like this would probably be a little bit frustrating if I was playing without the invulnerability cheat, because, you know, I'm not being given really any tools with which to defend myself. You know, there's no terrain to use. There's no trees to hide behind. You know, there's no weapons or objects even to use as improvised weapons, which I would be completely okay with. You know, there's just dinosaurs jumping out of the bushes 5 feet away from me. It's kind of like going through one of those like haunted houses, since it's October now. It's like going through Universal's Halloween Haunt, and the fucking all the what do you call those? The scare actors are like jumping out of the bushes like 2 feet away from you. It's like, come on, you know, that's not horror. That's just a guy jumping out and going boo. It's total bullshit. That's why I really like games like Amnesia: The Dark Descent, because they don't really rely on that kind of thing. There's no jump scares. Well, I think there's a couple of jump scares in Amnesia, but the horror is more like, oh my god, like, look at this thing stalking me, etc., etc. So we found this compound to try to get a little bit more back on track. Would you leave me alone, please? These guys are starting to get as annoying as those fucking Tribe Sea Raptors. Alright, let's try. Maybe we can sneak in here. I'm gonna try it. Nope. Okay. I was a little bit curious to see if maybe I could wedge myself through the gap, but I can already tell that very unlikely that I'm going to be able to do that. I might be able to kind of clip my way up the wall, but let's try to do this legitimately, since we're already playing the game mostly in a mostly bullshit way. I'd love to actually go back and maybe try to solve some of the issues this level has with crashing. Maybe make like a little like sort of fan patch to stop the crashing, because I would love for other people to be able to enjoy the level normally instead of having to do what I'm doing and cheating. And this level might actually work normally for you. Like, you might be able to load your game playing this on your own computer. That's just how Trespasser is. Unfortunately, it's really finicky, and some people's computers cause issues and some don't. All boarded up, says the player. I wonder if maybe we need to... I should look for any tools left behind. Okay. I was going to say, I wonder if maybe I should try to find something to break these planks off. Let's see if we can find something useful. It's going to be one of two things. It's going to be A, crowbar, B, a sledgehammer, because that's what it always is in Trespasser levels. And in every game, actually. Like, how many... I wonder if there's like a count of how many games have that like cliched puzzle where you have to find a crowbar to break something to open a door. It's such like a trope in gaming at this point. In real life, I mean, I guess that's the way to do it in real life. It's just like... It's almost like a tradition in gaming to see a crowbar breaking a door open. And in Trespasser's instance, specifically, it's a bit of a tradition to see, like, the puzzle isn't so much you need to break the door open with the crowbar as you need to, like, hit the door with the crowbar really hard so the door opens, like, which is not really how it works in real life. What do we have here? Oh, we have a padlock, okay. Wonder if maybe we can break this off by hitting it? Looks rusted enough to break through, okay. Kind of wish I had some bullets now. I haven't fired all of my bullets out of those guns. So maybe I need to hit it with something to break it open, maybe? I don't know. Don't know where I was going with that. My voice was slowly like, it was like the gears on a car, you know how it goes. That was me. That's what I was literally just doing. Oh, this looks potentially promising. What do we have here? Alright, a whole lot of nothing. Cool. Wonder what happens if I get in the box. I wonder if you can, like... Oh, this is so stupid. I wonder if you can, like, sled down the stairs on this box. That would be really cool. Okay, now I have to try this. This is so unnecessary. Oh god. Okay, I got launched. That's what I expected to happen. I didn't think that was gonna work. I just like, I gotta try it. It was such a stupid idea, I had to do it. Okay, so... I'm not seeing anything useful in this compound, so maybe there's something else we need to look for. Oh! Speak of the devil, Desert Eagle.
8 left.
Alright, let's try this on the padlock first, I think is what we're going to go for here.
7.
Can't tell if I hit it or not.
6.
Let's try one more.
5.
Okay, so that didn't work. I kind of figured it was hard to tell because I wasn't seeing like the spark effect come out of it, but because sometimes you'll see that, sometimes you won't. Just depends on what material the object is made of. Trespasser has a material system which determines the kind of sound effects and particle effects that will play when you shoot an object. Pretty cool, actually. Definitely ahead of its time as well. I mean, how often in 1997 games do you even see particle effects like that for shooting objects? Like, really? 1998. What other games came out in around 1998? I know I mentioned Ocarina of Time, Legend of Zelda. Dino Crisis, might have? I know this is like the PS1 era, so... I'm not sure. I had a PS1 when I was a kid, but I always preferred the N64. I think I mentioned this before, but I thought the PS1's graphics look kind of wonky. Like, you know, that weird jitter that they have? What's it say? Welcome to the Site B South Supply Complex. Okay.
Hasn't been used.
Got a Uzi or whatever it's called here.
The main switchboard is temporarily unattended.
Whoa!
Please contact your supervisor. La computadora principal está temporalmente fuera
God,
de
what the hell
servicio.
was that?
Por favor, contacte a su supervisor.
Oh! Okay, that's gonna be really fun to type into. That is not the sound effect that's supposed to play when you touch one of those. I gotta suspect something is wrong with the scripting there. Let's go try that tunnel over there. Maybe we need to look in there for the object we're looking for. I thought for a second there, like, the call box was, like, swearing at me. Like, the lady on the other line was just, like, egregiously screaming insults at me. I'm like, oh, God. Danger 10,000 volts, huh? I wonder if I can climb through this. Nah, I feel like that's supposed to kill me if I try that, so I'm not going to do that. Especially because it won't actually kill me due to the invulnerability cheat currently enabled. Need to really quickly check my time. Give me a second, guys. Okay, whoop. Oh god, what happened? Okay, still got about 5 more minutes, so I'm going to keep exploring. Hopefully we find what we need. It looks like we're going to be a little bit, SOL. Shit out of luck. Okay, I'm thinking I might actually do another quick cut here and just do the usual kind of exploration, since I'm not really seeing anywhere to go right now, and it seems clear to me that I'm going to need to break that lock off. So I'll go around and I'll look for something useful, and I will be right back. Okay, so I wandered around for probably about 10 minutes. Could not figure out what the hell I was supposed to do. I even tried backtracking a little bit, and I was like, this can't be right. Like, there's no way. And then I came back here and I realized that I had apparently over by these boxes in the compound just completely missed this. It looks to me like I'm probably meant to go up here by pulling these down, so let's try that. Hopefully we find something up here, otherwise I'll just cut again, I guess, and continue wandering, but this looks potentially promising. Okay. What do we have here? Ah, there we go, alright. Hey, there it is, okay. So this obviously is what we need. As I said, I think I was walking through this area when I said that, was I not? Yeah, I was like, yeah, we probably need a crowbar or something. Well, guess what? Found one. So let's go pop this fucker open, and we will see what is inside. Whoa! Okay, so it crashed again. It literally exploded when I hit these. The planks just went absolutely AWOL, and yeah, the game crashed. But I was actually able to load my game, so I'm back here. I didn't have to cheat or anything, thank God. So let's try this again. Hopefully we don't get any more funny business. Looks like we're going to be okay this time. And we should be able to get inside now. Oh my god. Oh, I am so scared. Look at all these physical objects that can totally crash into each other and cause the game to break. Gotta be really careful here. I think we're going to snatch this sledgehammer, which is probably what we need to get into that little shed. And we're just going to backtrack out of here and get the fuck away. Oh my god, are you kidding me? 3 raptors, really. That seems a little bit overkill, considering I, do I have a gun? I thought I had a MAC-10, maybe not. Alright, well, let's fight these guys off. Did I drop my gun? Am I just a complete fool? Oh my god. Oh, now he's getting away with my sledgehammer, hey! Hey, get back here! Hey! There we go, right, grab that back from our friend here. Alright, I'm gonna just batter this fucking door down and try to hide inside. Get in. Get in. Close the door. Oh god, what was that, she says. Oh boy, that didn't sound good. Okay, we got a floating gun here. And we got... Oh boy, looks like we're going to be doing some typing on that that insane glitchy thing. 2706. Okay,
like
I gotta try to remember that. At least we got some guns now.
8 shots.
2706. 2706. I'm gonna have to remember it by singing a little song. That's the only way I can do that kind of thing.
6, 5,
Okay, one down.
4,
Oh, come on. He hit me with his tail and I missed that shot. 2706. It's the password in whose mind it sticks.
That's it. About 20.
2706. All of these raptors can suck a dick. The new Frank Sinatra hit. 2706. Oh. Alright, we got a bit of a problem over there, it looks like. I think we saw one of those guys in craters, actually. That is the Giganotosaurus from Carnivore Cityscape. That's right. Alright, 2706. Let's try to punch this in and hope that guy just stays over there. Keeps doing what he's doing. Oh god. My hand's not doing the pointing thing either. This is not ideal. Oh god. Oh god, and my timer's going off. Oh no. Alright, this might go a little bit overtime, boys. As I fail to type in this fucking password. Oh great, now we're getting dramatic music to make it more intense. Oh come on. Oh great, my invulnerability cheat is turned off. That's just great.
About 20.
Okay, come on, you little fucking bastard, trying to get the cheap hits in on me. Alright. Come on, and do the pointing thing. Ugh. Gotta like rotate my hand. What? 2706, wasn't that the fucking password? Ugh. Okay, this is just bullshit. This is gonna be a nightmare to deal with.
5 rounds left. 4.
I am probably going to just cut this out. I'm gonna cut here, and either I will type this in myself off screen, because this is gonna take a really long time, or I'm gonna fly over the gate, because honestly this is ridiculous, and it's a shame that we've hit a roadblock like this, just because the hand isn't working properly. But I'm gonna cut here. I'm really sorry about this, guys, but I will be back in part 3 of Trespasser Legacy. Take care, and hopefully I'm not too pissed off when I return. Ciao.